It totally does. And what you're talking about being, the work environment, I really heard in your voice when I first asked you the question, your care and compassion for other people, caring about the people first that are in the organization, caring about the staff versus jumping right into the numbers conversation, which is what that question was asking about. And so, that also tells me that this next question was asked by the staff
Uh-oh.
is something that's near and dear to your heart to make sure that we're constantly guarding against this. So I guess the direct way to ask this is how will you handle toxicity if it appears or we identify it in the company at all? Because it can happen as organizations grow.
Uh, Toxicity, it's bound to happen. Um, we we live by, and it sounds silly, but we live by certain rules and certain values that we live by on a regular basis. And I don't remember all of them, but let me see if I can bring it up. But from our company culture, and I'm reading it because it's very important to us, we always treat others the way we wish to be treated. We speak calmly and respectfully without profanity and sarcasm. We communicate honestly and with purpose, happily supporting each other both personally and professionally, and showing appreciation. So if we're continuing to do that, the toxicity is something that we can manage pretty easily. And I know that's kind of skirting the question a little bit, but as much as we have a little bit of toxicity, usually it's based on that and communication to kind of work through it. There's luckily, knock on wood, we haven't had anything material that really demanded extreme measures. So, I think between living our culture and our creed, so it's exactly a better term, and listening to people and constantly communicating, we kind of skirt that a little bit. But the word toxicity really has a lot of different, connotations. So I would say that we do not have a toxic, work environment. Are there people that feel that they're slighted? Like, is everybody 100% happy? No, we got nearly 200 people. How can you do that? But from a toxicity standpoint, that's not something that I'm aware of. And if it is, you know, as I implore that that we should be openly talking about it if anybody feels like it's toxic. That because I'm not sure how it kind of came up, but that's how I'm answering it. And you know, I would know if something was truly toxic because it would show in you know KPI. I mean, I'm not trying to make it science. I mean, we are people business, but usually toxicity is shown in numbers too, right? So if we're working with a doctor's office and the person's constantly gone or he's not showing up in time, and that's usually kind of indicative of they're not happy with the environment. So as much as, like I said, we're a people business, we really can measure it in the KPIs as well. Did that really answer anything?
I think so. I
Yeah.
mean, because you're known as being a firm and fair leader.
Hmm.
Like people know you for your compassion that are
Sure.
on our staff, and they
Hmm.
also know you for your genuine, adherence to policy,
Hmm.
procedure, guidelines, and those
Yeah.
types of things. And one of our staff members wanted to know, how can you be a compassionate and considerate leader and at the same time hold people accountable and do these kind of candid things that you do so well?
It's very. It's just a type of person. Uh, uh, and people know me. So everybody has their own style, right? Of managing or even being a person. And mine simply is if people take care of me, I take care of them. It's very simple. So, and it comes back to the other thing, right? Also, I need these people, right? Like, this isn't like we all work together on a common goal. Like, without having them, I have nothing to strategize to. I have nothing to build. I have no growth. I have nothing. They have to be happy in order for this machine to continue to turn. So, with all that being said, though, I also with that I have to be able to make sure that I am I am really being honest and true to everybody as well. So, perfect example is if someone comes to me and says, I got to take tomorrow off, I'm having an issue. Sure. Like, go, do it. Do it. Someone has a problem with their family member, we'll send care baskets. And that's not because I'm such a great guy, Nathan. It's because these people go above and beyond to make me a living, and to ensure that all of these people that we support, right? Like all of the people we support, all their families are taken care of. So if someone needs help, I'm going to help them. If someone needs a leg up, I'll give them a leg up. Like it's just because we all work together